Today we're talking LEGO Dimensions and bringing you all the news here on TalkBricks. Hello and welcome back for another episode of TalkBricks. Today we're bringing you some TalkBricks news. Specifically, we're talking about LEGO Dimensions and the 7 new packs that were just announced. These packs were announced in a promotional video featuring the actor Christopher Lloyd, who originally played Doc Brown in the Back to the Future series. And it was such a fun cameo to see him come back, but let's take a look at all of the new announcements. Here we have Doc Brown. So it was so great to be able to get this minifigure as part of the game. We do have Marty McFly already, but this is Doc Brown, and it features a very similar print, but an all-new, more accurate hairpiece. So this is very exciting. And as you can see, with him comes the time-traveling train. So the traveling time train is what they're calling it. So here we've got Doc Brown in a walkie-talkie, more like a remote, I would assume, and the Western-style time-traveling train from Back to the Future 3. So super excited about this fun pack. Next up, we have Superman as part of the DC Comics line. This Superman is pretty much the exact Superman that we've gotten many times in sets, but he does seem to have an alternate face. So this is really exciting because we've gotten a very similar one every time. The hover pod that's included with him is a nice little vehicle that will be his vehicle accessory as part of the fun pack. All these are micro builds, but liking what I'm seeing so far. And here we have Bane. Bane is a villain from the Batman universe, and this minifigure was featured in the Batcave set a few years back. In the promotional footage that accompanied the video, we do see that this Bane gets kind of juiced up and turns into a big fig. So I'm hoping they release that one eventually, but we do see that he is included with his drill driver, which is a nice small build, and he does have this kind of chemical concoction on his backpack piece, as you can see in both the image here and the one printed on the box. Next up, we have Aquaman, and this is the exact same Aquaman that we've been given a couple times. He does have his trident accessory, and his vehicle is the Aqua Watercraft. And so here you can see it's a nice little micro build, interesting use of the fin pieces, and another trident on the back. Can't wait to see how that one plays in the game. From Ninjago, we have 2 characters, the first which is Sensei Wu. So this is a nice character to be included. We have a couple of the other Ninjago characters, so it's good that we're filling out the roster. Hopefully we'll get the entire team. And Sensei Wu is included with his flying white dragon. And there does seem to be some interesting uses of parts. I really like the gold bits on the wings, as well as the kind of mustache piece they have at the front. We've seen that used before as kind of reindeer antlers in some of the other promotional pictures. Here we have Lloyd, and Lloyd is all decked out in the gold headpiece, gold shoulder piece, gold printing, everything's gold. And that makes perfect sense because he's included with him is Lloyd's golden dragon. And he does have some katana swords on his back as well as on the wings of the dragon. So it looks like a fun micro build. I can't wait to see what that one plays like in the game. The last addition for the new packs is this team pack featuring the Joker and Harley Quinn. And the Joker comes with his helicopter, which was a previous LEGO set, and Harley Quinn comes with her truck, which was also a previous LEGO set. So it's kind of interesting to see these now as micro builds. These figures do seem to be the exact same ones we've received in the past, but I never say no to more Joker and more Harley Quinn. All right, some of you are probably wondering, haven't there been some other recent announcements? And technically they are not announcements, but they were leaks and rumors. So let's go through everything that LEGO hasn't announced, but the community's uncovered. First off, we've got a bunch of fun packs. These are leaked from a set of instructions that was able to be downloaded from the LEGO Building Instructions website. And it shows some of the fun packs that we are currently missing. First off is Laval from the LEGO Legends of Chima line, and here he's got his vehicle. We've got Kragger as well, and a little Kragger boat, and Eris the Eagle with her Eagle vehicle. And you can see they're all in the outfits from the more recent line, not the original line. So it's nice to be able to get some of these kind of LEGO sets miniaturized from Chima. Up next, we've got 2 from the LEGO Simpsons line, which hasn't yet been announced in its entirety. And here we've got Krusty the Clown, and he is looking just like the one from the LEGO minifigures series, with the pie even, and the 2-tone print molded sleeves. And he does seem to come with a motorcycle or tricycle vehicle that has smoke billowing out the back. This one looks like it'll be fun to play around with in the game. And then next up is Bart, and this is the Bart we've received before, and he does have the new slingshot piece from the Lego Collectible Minifigures Simpsons Series 2. He does have some sort of buggy or kind of old-timey car. The front makes it look like it's a little bit broken, so it could be something that Bart built himself, but that should be fun. And Bart loves to get into trouble, so I think he's perfect for Lego Dimensions. And here we have Jay from Lego Ninjago, and this might actually complete the whole set, so it's really great that we're getting all of the different figures from Ninjago. He does have his golden nunchucks, as well as a vehicle, as every fun pack does. Here's where we get into the even more fun announcements, and these include new team packs as well as level packs, which are going to be really exciting to explore. First off, we have the Lego Jurassic World, and this seems like a pretty natural fit as the Jurassic World sets are coming out, the Jurassic World movie is coming out, and there's a Lego Jurassic World video game, so they probably have a lot of these assets ready to go. Here we have Owen, played by Chris Pratt in the movie, and you can see that it comes in a set with a raptor, an ACU guard, and what seems to be one of those bubble pods that came in the Jurassic World sets as a micro build. So that should be really fun, and it might be a good way for us to explore the Jurassic universe, and hopefully it'll be different enough from the Lego Jurassic World game. Next up, we have Lego Scooby-Doo. This line is a line that I'm super excited about, and you can count on some reviews coming up. And in this image here, we've got Shaggy with a flashlight and Scooby looking really scared, so I'm really just loving how animated they are. The set will include what seems to be kind of like a stack of food. Scooby loves different food like burgers and Scooby snacks and all that good stuff, so that's what that seems like on the left to me. On the right, we do have the Mystery Machine as a micro build, and I actually think this is really amazing. I love the use of the flower details on the side. And like I said, we get our two figures, Shaggy with a flashlight and Scooby. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I do think that this is a unique version of Scooby. We've seen him kind of on all fours in a more walking pose, but we've never seen him in this seated pose, which is probably necessary to be able to clip him onto those clear bases. Very excited about this one. Next up here, we've got a shot of Homer holding a can of Buzz Cola, and this seems to be made out of a 1x1 round plate and a 1x1 round brick, which is different than the one we received in the Lego Collectible Minifigure Series 2, which is very interesting. But let's take a look at what comes in this level pack. So you can see here that we've got the pink Simpsons car, very iconic from the opening, and on the right we do have a Lego Simpsons TV, which has an itchy and scratchy detail in that yellow square, so very exciting there, and Homer, this typical Homer that we got in the Lego Collectible Minifigure Series, as well as that kind of newer version of the Buzz Cola that I mentioned earlier. Here we get to the biggest news. This is probably something you guys are all super excited about, the Portal 2 level pack from Lego Dimensions. Here we've got Shell with her portal gun. You can see the orange portal in the background and a lot of the other iconic printing and details in the background there. Super exciting. Here is the full setup of this level pack. On the right-hand side, we do get a detail with the companion cube, so you can see that there. And on the left, we've got one of the kind of robot mascots from Portal. So hopefully that's her kind of vehicle that she can even ride around on. That'll be super fun if we see that in the game. I'm wondering how much this will parallel the Portal video game that we've seen in the past. Will she be able to use her portal guns to open up portals? Will it be like a micro version of Portal 2? Or maybe the entire Portal 2? We can only wish. She does have some really great details. I was able to grab a shot from the directions itself, and you can see her torso with the tank top with the logo from Aperture on the front, and her legs do seem to be printed, rather molded, in that two-toned orange and white, which we are going to be getting from the summer wave of superhero sets for Batman's boots and Superman's boots, things like that. So very exciting there. And the most exciting piece is the portal gun, and you can see how that comes together as a small two-piece build. The last one here is the one I'm certainly most excited for. We have Doctor Who. This has been a very exciting kind of announcement. We have had a Doctor Who set go through the LEGO Ideas round of reviewing, and we haven't yet seen what's to come of it. So I wonder if this Peter Capaldi 12th Doctor figure is a sign of good things to come. Here we've got the full setup. On the left-hand side, we have the TARDIS, which I don't know if is going to be his vehicle or is it going to be kind of the piece that indicates which level we're playing. So you can see that. Tons of printed detail and all the iconic features of the police box. Super exciting there. On the right-hand side, we have an old kind of companion to Doctor Who, K9, which is a robot dog. And that's a really interesting piece to see. Looks like some printing on some of those 1x2 tiles. Can't wait to get one of those in my hands. And here it is, the piece we've been all waiting for, the minifigure we've been looking forward to maybe the most, or maybe that's just me. The 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi, the actor plays him. He's got a brand new hairpiece which looks really great. His iconic Doctor outfit with the red and blue details. And maybe the most exciting piece is that sonic screwdriver. Here in the instructions we get a good look at how he's put together with that hairpiece, as well as the sonic screwdriver, which does seem to maybe have multiple colors of plastic. So super excited to see how that comes out. And you can be sure I'll buy at least one of these, if not more than one. So, you've probably seen all the new stuff, you've heard all the rumors, now you want to know what else has already been announced. Here we're going to go through the rest of the LEGO Dimensions line so you can see what is available to you. First off, we've got the starter pack, which comes for the Xbox 360, PS3, the Wii U, PS4, and Xbox One systems. And as we look at the larger package, we can see that it comes with the game. It comes with Batman, Gandalf the Grey, Wild Style from Lego Movie, and the Batmobile as a vehicle. And you can see that this portal is really elaborate. It's all brick built with the kind of technology in that larger base piece. And because there's so much room on the platform, there seems to be those two L shapes as well as the center portal. I'm very curious to see how many figures can be placed on this at a time. Is it one in each region and one in the center? Or potentially it looks like there's room for even up to 6 placements in the two L shapes and one in the middle. So I'm very curious to see how that works. First up, we've got the level pack that's already been announced, the Back to the Future Hill Valley Time Travel Adventure. Can't wait for this any more than I can say. We have the DeLorean Time Machine, Marty McFly with a red guitar, very iconic from the movie, and the hoverboard on the right. So the hoverboard is so exciting because we did receive a hoverboard, or a skateboard piece rather, in the DeLorean that came from LEGO Ideas, but I think this is the piece we were all hoping that we'd get. So yeah, you can expect me buying at least one of these ones. And here's the full look with all of the pieces kind of separated from the packaging. We get a much better look at the printing on the hoverboard here. Next up, we have our team packs. So team packs come with 2 figures and 2 vehicles. We've got Cole and Kai and the Blade Bike and the Boulder Bomber. So those were 2 sets that were also released. The Boulder Bombers are pretty cool and with the kind of Gatling gun at the front. But it's nice that we've got 2 of our ninjas here. And here we have the fun packs, which are the individual figures and usually one sort of vehicle. We have the Wicked Witch of the West. This is our first and only announced The Wizard of Oz figure, so I cannot wait to see if we're going to get Dorothy, the Cowardly Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man, Wizard of Oz, Glinda. There's so many characters, and hopefully we'll see more. And we do have here the Winged Monkey, and you can see them kind of together. In the game, it seems that the monkeys are actually minifigures, so I'm kind of curious to see how this will all play out. Next up, we've got Zane, and here he's got his Ninja Copter. This is a nice little micro build, some good details. Really loving the all-silver look with the gold kind of shuriken, those kind of ninja stars there. Here, next up, we've got Naya. She is the female member of the Ninjago series, and she does come with her a samurai mech. And that actually looks like a pretty fun build and has some interesting parts that I'm kind of excited to play around with as well, even though I know it's mostly for the game. Love her helmet and the face mask detail with the golden horns, just really nice with the 2 katana swords. Next up is our Lord of the Rings figures. First off, we've got Legolas with the arrow launcher. And this seems to be like a nice little micro build, almost to scale, I'd imagine, if it was some sort of a little cart, but we'll see how that plays out in the game. And here we've got all the full view of that. You can see all the printing on Legolas and his bow and arrow accessory. Next up, we've got Gollum and Shelob the Great. And Shelob is actually a spider, so I know a lot of you guys are pretty interested to see if Gollum will be able to ride that spider around the LEGO Dimensions game. Next up, we've got Gimli. Gimli comes with his axe and really great beard printing, and all the printing on his helmet, I mean. And we've got the axe chariot, as you can see here. This little micro build looks pretty fun, and I'm wondering if he can actually stand in that open kind of cavity there, so very interesting. And here we've got all of our LEGO Dimensions figures from the LEGO Movie line. In addition to Wild Style from the main pack, we will get Unikitty and a Cloud Cuckoo car. And this looks like a nice little fun build, and it might even be a unique face to Unikitty. So I can't wait to compare that with all the other versions that I have. Emmett here, he's got a jackhammer and Emmett's excavator. So this is a nice piece of construction equipment. And it's interesting that he didn't get the Constructamech or some other vehicle that he actually used in the movie. And he's kind of back to his old construction working self. So kind of interesting choice there. We've got Benny and Benny's spaceship. And look out for a review for that coming up soon. I did just get that set. And we do have the two even smaller spaceships on the side and all the great details. So for a micro build, they really were able to capture a lot of the nice details. And Benny here has this kind of loudspeaker, I assume space gun piece. Same Benny as I think we've gotten before. Next up, we've got Bad Cop. This looks to be the same Bad Cop as well, but he does come with a micro build of his police car, which we've gotten in the most recent wave of LEGO Movie sets. Even gives you some extra stud shooters. And in this shot, you can actually see he does have the good cop face on the other side. So nice little detail if you've got your eyes open. Next up, we've got Wonder Woman, and this is the more classic version of Wonder Woman, which is from the original release of her in the LEGO Superheroes series, and not the current one that we just got in the set with the Flash, and Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas. I think that's the name of the set. So it's interesting that they went back to the more old style for this game. She does come with her invisible jet, which is made out of mostly clear pieces, so I really like how that is, and some good details there. Following that, we've got Cyborg, and Cyborg comes with Cyber Guard. This seems to be the exact version of Cyborg that we got in the Javelin set from the most recent DC LEGO Superheroes line. He additionally comes with 2 extra shots for that stud shooter. Really kind of funny details there. The mech seems to be pretty simplistic, but I think it's going to be a fun one in the game. So here are the final thoughts. LEGO Dimensions is so exciting. I just really can't get over how excited I am for this game. We've got so many sets, so many level packs, so many team packs, so many fun packs, and from what we can tell, there's still more that hasn't been announced. But those are my thoughts about the sets, and I'd love to know yours. What are your top 3 favorites that we've seen so far? Is it some of the more recent ones, like the Doc Brown? Is it one of the original ones, like maybe you're just really excited for the Wicked Witch of the West like I am? Let me know in the comments down below, and make sure to give us a like down below if you like what you saw in this video and want to see more. And don't forget to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any upcoming LEGO Dimensions news and LEGO Dimensions reviews. That's all we've got time for. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Did you miss our review of the Spider-Man Super Jumper Polybag? Click on the annotation to make sure that you can watch it. And don't forget to subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our reviews.